What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Wow, it's almost like we're doing YouTube videos again. We've managed to do, this is our fourth one in 2 months, so it's basically every 2 weeks.
Every other week, yeah.
Yeah, I've had one up. We did a game room tour, and then a video game sellers episode. She filmed the majority of that. It was a unique VGS episode from Retropalooza in Texas. And then we did a Halloween yard haunt, haunted house, home haunt display thing. Haven't done one of those for quite a long time due to like touring during the Halloween season. And we're both, you know, in that for a little second. So basically what I'm getting at is, yeah, we've been doing videos. Yeah. So go watch them if you haven't. I'm going to put the link to the 3 of those in the description section down below. So a game room tour, VGS episode, and a Halloween one. The Halloween one, I know it's not straight up video game, but it actually kind of, it's Silent Hill-ish related. There's some Silent Hill props in there that I did build, and that was sort of the theme was, you know, it's a little bit video game-esque, so go check that out. Just go watch them. Come on. We're doing videos. We're trying to do, you know, stuff for the people.
Doing stuff.
This video, let's get this video started.
Okay.
So 2 parts. It's a pickup from almost a month ago. That was stuff out of a storage unit. Pretty amazing haul for the price that I got it, and some really cool games that were in there. And then today was supposed to be a garage sale day. It hasn't been raining here at all. It's been a really dry couple months, but
it rained this morning.
This morning it started raining from like 3 or 4 a.m. until at least around sunrise when she was heading to work and stuff. So that meant only a couple garage sales. I didn't buy anything at a garage sale, but I went to pawn shops and like Goodwill and stuff, so I have stuff to show you from there. And that's where we're going to start, because like all good YouTube videos, I've reeled you in with the title, and now you have to wait to find that content, you know. But while you're waiting,
this is where they fast forward.
No, don't fast forward. While you're waiting, give a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Did you get anything cool? What'd you do for Halloween? Kitty cats. Look, cats in the video. We got 1 cat, 2 cats.
There's one this way.
Comment about, yeah, she might come over and say hi. Comment about cats if you want. Anyways, stuff from pawn shops and Goodwill. We have, the first thing, I picked up a Red Dead 2 on PS4 for $10. And you haven't played this yet.
No.
You need to play it.
I need to.
It's got all your favorite things in it.
Horses.
Westerns. And killing people. And prostitutes. Your 4 favorite things.
All my favorite things.
Yes. All of my favorite things. So go, I can go to Katie because she's going to probably play that. It's okay. There's another one down here too. So we'll get to that in a second. I bought that for $10. I was leaving the store. They have a clearance case. And as I was leaving, I was like, oh yeah, some electronics, some handhelds. And I was like, wait a second. I noticed all the prices had been changed on it, and they had a 2DS system in really nice shape, except for some spit on it from my mouth. With the chart.
Weird looking system.
It's not the prettiest looking console. It's kind of ugly. I didn't really enjoy it when they announced it. But for $25 in really good shape with the charger, I thought that was a pretty solid deal. Even has the little SD card in there. Because usually they're around $40-50 bare minimum at most pawn shops for any of like the DS family of systems. And I haven't picked up any for a while, so I got it. It was $25. I had to get it. I had to get one. And then at the next pawn shop, Cash America, we have the other Red Dead 2. These were $5 each. Black Ops 4, Burnout Paradise remastered, and Lego Harry Potter collection. There's some pawn shops in the area where I've shopped there so often, and I know the people that even when they're not in the store, like my main go-to guy wasn't in there, the other guy goes, well, yeah, I usually deal with him, so yeah, I'll just give you the price that, you know, you say. I was like, okay. I'm like, they're $5 each, and he's like, oh, okay. Which is, I didn't lie. That's what the price he gives me, but, you know, you never know. One guy could say 10 or 15 each, and the other guy could be like $5. And then there was one Xbox Uno game, which is right here. Dead Island Definitive Edition. That was with those PS4 games, also for $5. Same situation. Is she okay? Is she being entertained? You want to see something? Whoop, put the tail up. There you go. Cat spankings. She loves it. So when I was leaving that pawn shop, kind of like when I was leaving the other Cash America with that 2DS system, I ended up turning around because they had told me that they would do $25 on this, and it's a little high for a pawn shop or garage sale, a hunt. Like, I like to find games in the $5 range or less, but for a copy of Super Mario Odyssey on the Switch, it was like, that's a good price. I mean, worst case scenario, I can go trade it in for like $37 with like the bonus and stuff at GameStop, and easily, you know, make another $14 onto a pre-order or whatever I have. So I went back in and picked that up. Then we have Goodwill. Oh, Tep, you're being so good.
Yeah, I know.
She's the best. Out of the 4 cats we have, which Contra, OTEP, Moto is over there. Civic's like hiding in the bathroom, sleeping on towels.
All the time.
Yeah, she's almost 17 and a half years old, so I don't blame her.
No.
But OTEP seems to be the most well-mannered, usually.
She's also 17.
Right around there, slightly younger, maybe like 16. 2 Goodwill finds, $2.18 plus tax, so whatever, you know, $2.20 something cents roughly. We have Mario Super Sluggers and Star Fox Assault, and Goodwill. This Goodwill used to have everything nicely all separated. All the games would be in one case up at the front, which was sometimes good, sometimes bad. Because if you were like the first one there, oh yeah, look.
Oh, look, I'll take all of that. Thanks.
Yeah. If you weren't, like, everyone knows to go there, so it was like, if the doors just opened or it was the right time of day.
If you're the first person there, it's easy to see them all.
Yeah. Now they got rid of that, and they just throw them all mixed into the DVD, Blu-ray, CD, vinyl records area. It's like 1,000.
So it's like a game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Each single row going down, but I was looking for things like GameCube or, Wii symbol, and they had one other GameCube, Burnout 2? No, shit. I think it was Burnout. Yeah, Burnout 2 Impact, I think is what it was on GameCube. But the game wasn't in there. It was just the case and manual. And that place will not give you... I think one time I convinced them to sell me the case and manual for like a good game, but if it's like empty, they're like, nope, that's garbage. We can't sell it to you.
Throw it away.
The product isn't in there. And I'm like, whatever.
And I'm like, whatever.
Whatever. I'm like, whatever. So then a pawn shop find for $40, a kind of complete in-box PSP. I bought it. Yeah, it doesn't have like half of the stuff that's supposed to be in there. It doesn't have the headphones. What the hell's that noise?
You hear it?
I did. I don't know if you guys heard it, but it's...
I think it was brakes. Somebody's brakes outside.
High-pitched squeal. Really... Yeah. Anyways, we're not insane.
We both heard it, so...
Yeah. I bought it because I can't find PSP systems that are nice looking, that don't have like the broken hinge. Yeah, where like where you put the games in, like this button, actually works on this one. Or it's missing the little analog nub. There's usually something wrong. This one was, besides one little scuff on the screen, it was in really nice shape. I'm not handing you any systems, because I just realized glaring. Yeah, you can't glare people. So.
But you got...
I got you this time. Maybe in the future you can flash people again. It does have a charger, but the charger wasn't like the official Sony brand. It was a... stop.
You gave me something.
Also the memory card. $40. Not a crazy deal, but I figured with the box and how nice of a shape it was in, worth picking up. We have a $20 Indigo Game Boy Advance with cat hair on it.
That was your hair.
No, stop it. All right, come on. Enough is enough. And then some pickups from my local M&M video game store, who I frequently deal with, trade stuff in. Yes, all the time. Shout out to M&M, specifically the Super Center location in St. Pete, Florida. I got 2 games for my collection that I've been looking for quite a while. I couldn't believe they had both of them at the same time because I never find them complete anywhere, and they just happened to get both of them within the same week, apparently. Dragon's Lair Trilogy and Cat Hair Arcade Classics. No, Data East Arcade Classics. Both in really good shape. This was like really minty. The Data East had a few little scratches on it, but there's cat hair floating around everywhere right now.
Yeah, it's like a snow globe.
But those two for the collection. I got the red SP with a charger and a Pokemon Gold, and then Rock and Roll Adventures, which has Elvis with a Z is in this game. It's like a $3, $4 game, but I didn't own it, and I like any weird platformer adventure title or whatever, so picked that up for the collection. Show that. Last up, some really good deals on some PS1 titles. A couple of odd ones, and then like just a classic. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Dragon Valor.
I like the art.
Yeah, it has a cool cover to it, and it got dragons in it. Guardians Crusade, and then you actually got this at a garage sale one time. The Black Label version for a couple bucks. One of the few times where we both went garage sailing and we split up. She went to one neighborhood, and like call me if you find anything. Just ask everyone. Call me. And she called me, and then the guy's going through. She's like, "There's like Castlevania, Cynthia," and I was like, "Get that one.
Get that."
Like, okay, that was like the best find of that day. So now we're done with all that.
Story time.
I'm gonna try to make it short and sweet on the story element, so I can actually just show you more of the stuff. About a month ago, I was about to leave for a concert. A concert I was working out in California, and I got a phone call from an old garage sale connection that I had for years and I hadn't heard from him for a while. And he was at a friend of his, like, storage unit. It wasn't a storage unit. It was like a storage building, essentially. A huge building.
A warehouse.
A warehouse. That's the word.
Warehouse.
That's why you're here. They were unloading a truck because he buys storage units. And he
unloads them into his warehouse.
Exactly.
And then sells the stuff.
Yes. And then my friend was like, "Hey, the guy's unloading a bunch of stuff from his truck, and he has a few bins of games." He started naming them, and I was like, he's like, "Genesis with this sports title and this sports title." I was like, "Okay, I'm not really interested in any of that." And he's like, "Well, there's a bunch of games. Let me show you some pictures." He sent the pictures. We were out eating dinner, and I'm looking at the pictures like, "Oh, crap." I'm like,
"Eat faster, I gotta go."
It's like all these Super Nintendo games in the box and Nintendo stuff. I was like, okay, so I ended up, after dinner, went to this guy's place, met him, and left with 3 bins.
Big bins.
Yeah, and at $300, basically, he named the price, and he's like, "Hey, there could be like a couple $1,000, which there was. Because there could be a couple $1,000 worth of games and stuff in here. He goes, "My thing is I buy a unit for a few $100. The truck was loaded with like 100 and something boxes of toys and games and all types of stuff, Barbies." And he goes, "And then I piece them out. I sell them in like groups to certain people. If you want to be my game guy, I can give you a call. You can come buy it and get it out of here," because he's looking for bags of gold and jewelry or things that
stuff.
Yeah, he was showing me pictures of things he got.
Bags of money.
Basically. So I happily handed him $300. And
now you have a contact.
Yeah, and we've already talked one other time since then, so we're in communication, but he hasn't found anything else since then. But I'll probably like once a month hit him up and just be like, "Hey, remember me. Please don't forget me."
Yeah.
So some of the better things that were in there, I'll show them to you as I'm explaining, obviously. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past was a cart and box. King of Dragons was a cart and box. The reason why there wasn't a lot of manuals is these were ex-rentals. So it looked like they had either thrown the manual away, reprinted like a couple pages of them, or there were some manuals that were really destroyed. There were also some manuals that were in some of the better ones, like Demon's Crest and SWAT Cats, that weren't destroyed. Weirdly enough, these are like 2 of the best value-wise games, and they both had their manuals, so that was a win-win situation. But
lots of cleaning, though.
A lot of cleaning. A lot of them had
lots of sticker removal.
Labels. Let's see if I could find one. Oh, we'll come to one. A lot of them had like a Blockbuster sticker on the back that I was able to get off, but that takes like 30 minutes with Goo Gone and peeling off slowly so you don't ruin the box.
You got them pretty clean.
Yeah, and the Demon's Crest I didn't even know was in there until I got home and moved like a random game that was sitting on the top. And I was like, oh wow, that just made this even so much better. There was a Secret of Mana that did not have the manual. Some of the more cool ones that did, let's see, I know that Ultima the Black Gate was with the manual. Blackthorn, that did not. Let's see. Oh, yeah, hold on. This has one of these. I didn't get around to taking all of the stickers off yet, but one of these like Blockbuster stickers sitting on the back. Sometimes they have prices like it was
price is
sold.
star.
Yeah, this one's price. It was expensive. You had to pay with a star for that. But some had like $4.99, or you know, it's always cool to find one that has a Blockbuster sticker from when they sold it. That's now like a $200 or $300 item. It's like $5. Well, go back in your time machine.
Yeah.
We have Phantom 2040. That one was complete. And I think, and then Doom Troopers. That one was just cart and manual.
Doom Troopers.
That were some of the big highlights. There were also some good like loose carts. Final Fantasy 3, Yoshi's Island, but this was weeks ago, and since then we had a game convention, and I had already like sold some of the things, taken stuff out. There was this box that had 2 Nintendos in it, and more controllers that have since also been taken out. But I was surprised that for how good the Super Nintendo stuff was, the Nintendo stuff was pretty mediocre. I mean, it's stuff like Rampage. One of the best games in there, value-wise, I guess, was just Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. So we're talking like things in the $20 range at best, like right around there.
Okay, I can't get it. Okay.
It did have Super Dodgeball, which is a really fun title.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
That's a movie quote.
Good job.
I did it. And then like your basic Marios were in there. Some of the Genesis games, like I said, there were a few sports titles, Sonic 2 and Genesis system. The winner was definitely the Super Nintendo stuff. But I'm still hernia. I just got it. Right there. I still have this entire bin to finish going through.
Give away the best game.
Oh, come on. You gotta show the Shaq Fu. It did not have the manual, though. Shucks. Unfortunately. But there's still lots of carts in here for Super Nintendo, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Sadly, another one I needed for my collection. The box is in nice shape. Right there. I gotta take the stickers off, but it's not crushed or anything. But Weapon Lord. But the cart, this was the worst condition cart out of all of them. They put the rental sticker right over the front, and it tore at the top and the bottom. Someone already tried to peel it off. Not me. I take my time.
Yeah.
I spend my time taking the labels off. Actually, some of the better NES games, Stinger, that's kind of a cool one. Heavy Barrel, and then more.
Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday.
More of the box Super Nintendo games are in here, like Stargate and Mortal Kombat. Maui Mallard and Cold Shadow. What do we got on this side? And some Mech Warrior games on this side.
Yeah.
There's a PS2 in this box, and there was a bunch of PS2 games. Only really highlight was like a Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 2. A lot of them were more like kids titles, like Ed, Edd and Eddy.
That's actually like the best game.
Hey, I mean that was a great cartoon, but yeah, and some of the PS2 games need to be resurfaced for sure. But that was just throw in to me. I was not concerned about the PS2 titles that were in here once I saw the really good Super Nintendo ones. There was a few more Super Nintendo. Oh, there they are. They're on this side. Time Cop, and that one is complete in the box. I need the box and manual for the collection for that. I just need to get to taking the stickers off of that. And then the game that I never see anymore. It's been a couple of years probably since I've come across a cart, which is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie.
The movie.
And,
is it just the movie? You just put it in?
Yeah, it just plays the movie. Yeah, no. You get to play it. You actually get to play the game. The Power Rangers have seemed to have like a resurgence in the last year or two. Like, so much Power Rangers product has come out. Anyway, I'm not going to show you 8 million carts of games that you clearly can, like Double Dragon 2, yippee. I mean, that's one reason why I think I really slowed down on doing these videos, is because it's cool to get a big pickup where each game works out to $3, and it's fantastic, and the excitement's there, but to sit and go through every single game, especially when they're, you know, like if they're common games or whatever, it's not, you don't do that like every week. It gets a little repetitive. So I figured that at least this had some nice highlights and some stuff I needed for the collection. I was surprised how many boxes that were in this lot that I needed for the collection. So thank you all for watching. And you got to see...
Check out our other videos.
Yes, the link's in the description down below for all 3 of those. Go check them out. And thumbs up, comment, subscribe. You got to see some cats. You got to see some cats, Katie's. And I don't know when the next one is. Maybe in 2 weeks. We'll see with the weather and garage sales and where this boat goes that we're on now. But love you all. Talk to you later.
Peace.
Peace.